Hey, come on!
Hello there everyone, Rod's here coming to you with the little commentary video here off script. Just wanted to talk about fighting games and the fact that City of the Wolf just came out a few weeks ago. Everyone was excited about it. I was excited about it. I first saw it. I'm coming off of playing more than 2 years or at this point of MK1, wanted to switch fighting games, and I saw City of the Wolves. I never played Fatal Fury before, but I saw it and I was like, yeah, I want to get into that stuff, man. But then they announced Ronaldo as an actual fighting game character. And I was like, okay then, bro. I mean, I came out of MK, man. Like, I played 11, MK1, MKX, MK9. I'm an MK player. I like MK. NetherRealm, that is. Play some of the old school stuff, but it was really on MK9, starting off of that. Then I got off with the series. And, like, having up to 6 guest characters that have nothing to do with the actual franchise, and now seeing actual people who actually just look like publicity to attract people, more people into the games, to be honest with you. And when I first noticed that it was Ronaldo, I was like, man, they just I think I see why they're doing that. Like, Fatal Fury and maybe King of Fighters always had these appeal in Latin America. Coming up from a guy from Latin America himself, I saw that maybe they want to appeal to more people there, and they were trying to send the message of, oh hey, yeah, look at these guys, this is an actual soccer player, football player, and we hear you. This is for you. This is for you, the Latin people and stuff. And I was like, okay. Maybe that makes sense, right? But then I saw a little bit more of information, and turns out it's Ronaldo is playing for a Saudi Arabia team, a football team that is, and since those same guys own SNK, which I didn't know about, like, maybe that's why they added him, and I was like, okay. And then they added another one, dude. They added Salvador Ignatius, and I was like, okay, dude. Like, you're actually adding more people now, more real people, that is.
What are you doing here? Just a joke.
And with that, I feel like it comes a lot of issues with it. Again, going back to MK, I see the appeal of some guest characters. There's some good example of some good implementation of guest characters in MK throughout this whole how the franchise has been evolving. Like, I think adding Kratos was a fun thing to do for the PS3 version of MK9, and then MKX, yeah, they added Jason. Just to follow up off of Freddy from the previous game. And okay, Predator and Alien, those are good additions, and especially one of my favorite, it's Spawn on MK11. I think that's perfect. But I always felt like have like 1 or 2 guest characters per game could be like just enough, not at like 6. Like MK1 right now has like 6 of them. And honestly, I don't even buy those DLC characters. I just don't want them. I'm not interested on getting those. I guess I'm not like the demographic of that. I just want more MK characters, you know. I wish like those guest characters wouldn't take the spot off of actual MK characters that could be on the game. And I feel like MK1, the roster of MK1 is pretty good actually. I think it's one of my favorite ever since 9. You know, because they had all the ninjas, almost all the ninja chicks, just missing up Jade. But it very well could be Jade instead of like Homelander or fucking John Cena, you know, hitting up Scorpion and all that. No, unfortunately, that's not the way it works. You know, because guest characters actually help sell games and promote games, fighting games, that is. But going back to City of the Wolves, it's just that I don't know, man. It just turned me off. Like actual real people, like you're actually playing as real people now in fighting games. Like that's crazy, man. That is just you're actually bringing up real. Oh, you're playing as Ronaldo now. Real people with all of their mistakes and of course their success. Ronaldo is like one of the most popular football players ever. Guy is successful as hell. Of course, I'm not denying that, but also, you know, there's a little bit of a controversy with him. A few cases that are not that great. I think I first noticed that problem when I was watching one of Maximilian's streams, and he mentioned that, and I was like, you know, dude, yeah, you're right. That turns me off completely. Now I don't want to play as Ronaldo anymore, and I think that's a really big issue. Salvadori, I don't hate him. I actually feel like that was a good implementation because it's taken as a joke character, I feel, and if it was only him and not Ronaldo, only Ganachi as the guest character, the real lifer, I guess we can call him. Lots of people have been calling them real lifers. I would have been okay with it, I guess, because yeah, we just got these joke characters, kind of like the mockup guy on MK. I think it was let me think, Deception. I think it was Deception, yeah. But you know, I guess it is what it is in that regard. But let's think about some good guest character implementations in fighting games, you know, not only in fighting games but other games as well. So going back to the original guest character, I did a little research, and I was really getting into Fatal Fury lore, and I noticed that people were saying that actually a little game called Fatal Fury Special had a character called Ryo Sakazaki, and that's from another game, Art of Fighting. That's the series, the other series, and it was kind of like the first case of a guest character that we can think of, or at least one of the most popular back then. And it was a real thing because I was back in the arcades, and people were saying, "Oh my God, there's a game from another. There's a guy from another game in Fatal Fury. Holy cow!" Even though it's SNK still, like it's all within the SNK world. Like people were just losing their shit, and that was cool, I guess. Then, but I mean that makes sense, right? Because it is still like within the world of SNK. So I mean, I guess it will be kind of cheating in a way, because our fighting could very well be based in Southtown as well. I don't know a whole lot about the lore of that, but I think I'm just looking at it and I feel like it'll make sense, right? And other good examples, man. Other good example, like I said before, Spawn on MK11, perfect, man. You don't even have to be from a movie, man. Like I know MK has like these themes from horror games or 80s action characters and superheroes from MK1, which I hated a lot, by the way. But Spawn, man, just have Spawn there. Of course, that will make sense. Like, beat the fuck out of Scorpion. I'm Sub-Zero. Get him killed. Get him fucking fatality out of it. the shit out of it. Like, okay, sure, man. Yeah, let's have Jason. Okay, I'm not a big fan of Jason, but okay, that makes sense. Have Predator and Alien fighting each other. Of course, people want to see that. But yeah, I guess that'll make sense. Other guest character appearances, Dead or Alive, I guess can count. You can count Rio as a guest character there because it's from another series, but it's within the same company, right? But have actually Mai Shiranui in Dead or Alive 5. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, and it's from another company, so that's actually a better representation of guest characters, right? Then we have Ezio on Soul Calibur 5. I don't really have a lot of context on that because I don't play Soul Calibur, but I guess having Ezio or Geralt in Soul Calibur, another example, that makes sense, sure. I don't know, man. Maybe just have video game characters in fighting games. Like video game characters in fighting. I think that's a lot better than just have movie characters, or at least actual characters compared to people now. But I don't know. There is something that I like that just feels right, just feels right. But have that. Hell, there's even like games like the Onimusha Blade Warriors Smash lookalike that had Onimusha characters from Capcom. They also added Mega Man and Zero from Capcom as well, like again within the same company, but like nothing to do within each other. And of course Smash with Snake and Sonic and Cloud and every one of them from different series. Battling Nintendo characters, of course, that's great because they're video game characters. It makes sense, man. But having having Cristiano, like I said, Fred Durst in Fight Club, and that NASCAR chick in the Sonic game, the Sonic Racer transform game.
I think that you'll have to play me and realize that I can throw balls of flames, and that is going to be pretty detrimental to the players around me.
Oh boy, of course, that'll make total sense. And now, man, it just feels like they're just adding them to promote some kind of publicity out of people to buy the game that are not necessarily fans of the game. It just feels pretty simple. And again, real lifers just having their actual face there, their actual real human face there, it just feels weird, man. This is what happened when I saw Ronaldo. I was like, man, I don't even want to touch this game anymore. I bought it actually because in the end I felt like it was a good game, so I bought it just to play as Terry and Rock Howard. But probably the best example of how to do guest characters is Street Fighter 6, man. Once we saw Terry and May being as guest characters in Street Fighter 6, I was like, yep, there we go, this is it. I was playing MK1 at the time. I was saying, man, I'm so jealous of Street Fighter now because they actually have good guest characters, man. Guest characters that have sense and the actual video game characters, man. That's what I feel that it could be like the best thing. I don't know, maybe I'm not the demographic of having guest characters based off of something like movies or series or shows or whatever. But dude, once I saw Terry and Mai, I instantly wanted to get Street Fighter 6, dude. Total sense, man. If you're gonna do guest characters, if you have to do guest characters, it'll be nice if it's guest character that actually will make sense within the franchise of the genre itself, I guess. Even like it's not the same to have Akuma in Tekken as to have the guy from The Walking Dead in Tekken. Which one will make more sense? I mean, and yeah. Well, that's it. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. Get it off my chest, I guess. Still, Fatal Fury, Seed of the Wolves is still a good game, so regardless of that, Ganachi is cool. I'm cool with that. Everyone else that is not from Fatal Fury itself, or I guess a fighting franchise that will make sense, like Street Fighter, I guess I'm not that okay with. But yeah, that's it. And I just want to say thanks for watching this little commentary / editorial video that I wanted to make. I want to make multiple type of videos. Honestly, I've been wanting to come back for a while, but I haven't been having the time or the actual will to publish some more videos. I have a few more off-script stuff coming around soonish, I guess. I actually got a Let's Play as well that I'm doing with Easy. I'm thinking about streaming soon, maybe on Twitch. So maybe that will happen in the future. But there's also some other type of videos that I've been wanting to make for a while. They're still cooking, so let me cook. And in the meantime, well, thanks for watching again, and I guess we'll see sometime in the future.